Okay, so I don't usually like to do updates in the car just because of all the noise. It never sounds like a lot to me physically, but like playback on the phone, you just have like that rumble of the background, everything, because it's whatever. And I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to get a quick update out of the way because I'm driving for a hair appointment right now. I got 32 miles on the highway before I get to even the town. So I wanted to just take a minute and give you guys a little update about what's going on. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I don't even remember what I talked about in the last update. It's been a little bit, I think. Dylan and Nin have been gone in Pennsylvania since Wednesday. Today's Monday, and they're coming back today. I don't know what time exactly. I think in the middle of the day. They should be. I mean, they're probably going to be home later in the afternoon, evening, or whatever, because of getting in with the flight, and then the drive home from the airport's like an hour 40, and then whatever delays they might have, or who knows, I have no idea. But I wonder who's going to be back first, me or them. I should probably be home by 5, if that. But anyway, yeah, so real quick, start off first with a little book update. For the current book right now, I am sitting at 250, 260 pages, and I'm on the last chapter, and then I have the epilogue to do, and I'm kind of still middling with what I'm going to do for the epilogue. I have a few ideas. It was set in stone pretty much for a while, until like a week or two ago, where I had an idea. I was like, oh wait, no, this totally makes sense for this character development, so I think I need to tease that and implement that idea into book 3 to make sure that is a thread that's followed through with, and also just adds more mystery and tension and whatever have you. And also there's a thing in my head, like, I don't know, because I can't really market this as a book 2.5. When I put it up on Amazon in the reading list of books in this series, this would technically have to be book 3, even though it's not it is a mainline book, but the way I've described it is like it's like a much longer epilogue story to just like follow through the events of book 2. So it's like a 2.5, as I've been saying, but also it's long enough to still be like a book 3. But in the same way that Transgression is a prequel, even though that's like 300 pages, and it's not book 1 or anything, then that got me thinking, do I just relabel the book series in fucking like make Devil to the Damned book 1, Transgression book 2, Children of Faust book 3, then book 2 would be book 4, like how 5, what would I even do? I don't know, because it is a little bit confusing, because there's 3 different ways to read it. There's release order, which would be book 1, Transgression, book 2, Devil to the Damned, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And there's a timeline order, and then there's actual intended reading order, which I think would let the story and the mysteries unfold the best, which is book 1, Devil to the Damned, book 1, Transgression, Devil to the Damned, book 2, I think. I don't know, it's on my website. But yeah, so I'm just like, I'm writing that, and it's coming along pretty well, and I should be able to finish it pretty soon, and then just get the edits done, and I should be able to have that done before the end of the year, probably by about fall, I think, and then have it released before the end of the year, take a short break, and then do a mental recoup, and then start the next book at the end of this year or beginning of next year, start the next one, which would be technically the final installment as far as I can foresee, but I still have ideas for the characters after book 3, just smaller ideas where I would write a different story, and some of those characters might show up. So, anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And as far as outside of book stuff, while Dylan and Nin have been gone, I recorded some vocal cover stuff. I was trying to stockpile on files so I could edit those throughout and just have a few. I don't have as many as I wanted to, but I do have a good handful, mostly because 2 or 3 of them just didn't work out how I wanted to. I was a little overly ambitious with those songs, and there were some parts, one of them I wanted to do, and I can say because I scrapped it, but it was Ocean Floor by Bunny the Bear, and I'm not able to match the Bunny or the Bear's like actual singing cadence, especially the Bear, because that dude can get some clean highs, but it was like I could make it work for like a cover that I did, with my range, and it sounded okay, but I couldn't get some of the last bridge or the last break that the Bear sings, where it just gets like really high, and really it's just difficult, and I'm like, I can't make that work, and I'm just not going to bother. It's gonna sound okay until you hit this one part of the song, then it's gonna kind of sound like shit, and I want to be a little bit more strict in the covers I put out to make them better, because I always have a problem going back listening to covers going like, I should have done another pass at that take, I should have balanced it a little bit better, I should have done this. Like, I always have something to note a month or two after posting it, so I'm trying to be a little bit more specific with how I edit them and really give them the time. So yeah, otherwise small health stuff. I have my echocardiogram and stress test and all that stuff, and everything came back normal with that. No heart issues. Originally the cardiologist said I have a tachycardia, but then I don't know. I don't have an official diagnosis, but he still wants to keep me on the metoprolol for some reason, even though I don't have any issues that showed up in any of the tests or any of the blood work. So I don't know. But either way, I'm still just like maintaining to do much less caffeine. Also made a shocking discovery. I knew that like most soda had a little bit of caffeine in it. I didn't realize it was like 68 milligrams. I had a 12-ounce diet Mountain Dew, and I looked in the back at a Curiosity, and it was 68 milligrams of caffeine. I'm like, what in the fuck? So like, I've been taking in, when I was trying to not drink caffeine, I was taking in much more caffeine than I thought I was by drinking like 2 cans of Diet Mountain Dew. So either way, I was still drinking like half a Monster's worth of caffeine. It's like, fuck, dude. And then caffeine on top of that, if I had that at work after an energy drink. So what I thought was 200 a day turned out to be almost 300 a day, if not more, when I thought I was cutting back. So fuck you. Why the hell is there caffeine in just like every regular soda? That's ridiculous. That's so pointless. It's stupid. I could see it being in like in Game Fuel in the fucking whatever, I don't know. But I could see it being in some things, but not just like a bog standard regular Mountain Dew. Like, we don't need that shit, dude. Get it out of here. You're crazy. Sorry, we have a lot of construction. Sorry about that. Over the yellow line because there's construction. They're doing a lot of stuff like that. I'm trying to avoid the rumble strips while I'm driving on this, so you guys don't have to hear that. They are breaking rocks, it sounds like. I'm not going to keep going with this recording too much longer, just because I am going to focus on driving. But I did not expect to be driving between so many tightly woven traffic cones over a rumble strip. This is stressful. I do not like the rumble strip sound. I feel like I'm braking my car when I hit it, and it just makes my anxiety go woo. So, we're about to go over it again. Brace yourself. Alright, pass over it real quick. Cool. So, back on the highway. Yeah, I'm going to get my hair retwisted. It's been since, I think, January, which is the longest time period so far with these dreads that I have gone without getting them retwisted. I got them done in October, and I think I went a month after, and then 2 months after, and now January to July is where I'm at, to halfway through July. I'm stoked for that, but also just like nervous because, it gives me a headache because the hair gets pretty tight, and it just doesn't look that great right when it's done. I've always been one for having body in my hair, a bit of dimensionality to it, and then like getting it done just makes it all really tight and more flat. So for the next little while, if you see me, my hair will either be pulled up into a pineapple, or I'll have like a hat or a do-rag on just to make myself feel a little bit better until it loosens up a little bit. I did dye my hair last night. Do as much damage to it before you get it retwisted so it can get fixed immediately. So I washed my hair, obviously because I had to dye it, and I dyed it black, but I washed it like with my dreadlock shampoo so it would get like, yeah. So, but it's been nice having Dona and be gone. It's not been that different. It's just been you know, the feeling of, oh, okay, there's no one around, so I can like, I don't know, just, I took a shit with the door open. I took a shower with the bathroom door open. I forgot underwear when I went to go take a shower, so I just walked out with my cock flopping. Like, that's just what we do. And that was nice. I don't want that, like, in my everyday life, but it was just nice to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk out with my penis out. And my balls. Both of them. All of it. Fuck it. Why not? That was cool. But yeah, anyway, so that's just a quick little update. I'm sure I have more to talk about, but with being, you know, focused on driving, a lot of my searching thoughts are evasive because I have so much of myself still dedicated to doing what I'm doing. So, got a Red Bull here for the first time in a while. Because it only has like 116 milligrams of caffeine. That's not that bad. That's something I can definitely handle. Speaking of the caffeine and stuff, I am still taking the metoprolol. I'm only taking half a 25, even though they want me to take 25. It's like, and you don't even have a good reason for me to be taking this, but just to satiate that, I'm going to still take it because hard stuff I don't mess around with, so I might as well give myself a little bit of control over that. But I did get back on my my mood stabilizers, and I'm working back up to my original dose. One, to see if the cardiologist's concerns are correct, in which he thinks that my mood stabilizers are having an effect on my heart, and like there's no evidence to support that, and my psychologist says no, there's no interaction between that and your heart. There's nothing in my data books, there's nothing in my experience, in my history, and from anyone that I know who's on it has never had problems with that. So he's confident that it's not that. But my cardiologist seems to be such a dismissive prick, and I feel like I know how girls feel, at least a smidge, about what it's like going to see a doctor where they just fucking ignore you and just say, no, do this. No, you're fat. He didn't say I'm fat, but, you know, it's just whatever. Yeah, so I'm taking my mood stabilizers and the metoprolol, and everything seems fine so far. So we'll get back up to my original dosage with my mood stabilizer, and should be okay. But anything big changes, I'll let you guys know. The only thing I have for appointments coming up are, I have a sleep study appointment, and I have it. I keep forgetting. The 1st of August, I have my book signing event at Castle in the Clouds in Moultonborough, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be sick. I'm probably not going to sell any books, but it will be nice just to be out there with some other artists, even though I'm definitely not going to fit in, because the only writers out here, the only authors, I meant to say authors, I said artists, which are artists, but the only authors out here are like the 50, 60-year-old women, or some dude with like a nature scrapbook or something. So it's like not exactly the scene that I'm in, but it will still be nice to be around other writers to give them a different perspective of local talent. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go so I can get back to listening to some music and make sure I check my GPS, because I'm sure I've gone like 15 miles. Doubt it, but I'm bad at distance. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later.